Hi everybody, it's Honest John again. A couple of weeks ago, the GOP played ABC News for a sucker. Like all victims of scams, ABC News got stupid. They said they had obtained emails showing that the White House had tried to protect the State Department in the Benghazi attack. So with headlines blaring and Republicans all over the talk shows claiming they had the smoking gun on Obama and Hillary Clinton, the White House waited a little bit. They let the hysteria reach its peak. And then they released the emails that were being referred to. And the emails actually showed that not only was there no White House attempt to protect the State Department, but the exact opposite was true. And that the Benghazi talking points pretty much came from the CIA. It turned out that ABC News had not obtained any emails. They had been fed a bunch of lies by the GOP, and they fell for it. ABC still hasn't apologized. They really need to do that. But what is very clear is that the scandal of Benghazi is the behavior of the Republicans in Congress. There's another scandal blooming, and that is the IRS scandal. If you watched my video on it where I summarized the Inspector General's report, you know that there isn't much there either. But the GOP will focus on that, and they're going to try to pin it on Obama. But since it was a George W. Bush appointee who was the IRS commissioner at the time, I wish him luck with that. So the question is, why is the GOP focusing on these so-called scandals? Well, that's because the last thing that they want to do is actually engage in the process of governance. The GOP control the House. They can filibuster anything that comes through the Senate. So they do have a responsibility to actually govern the country. Well, you have to remember that for a long time the GOP had not only the House and the Senate, but the presidency as well during the Bush administration. And what they proved is that they are terrible at governing. Everything they did was an incredible disaster. So, the GOP, like I said, they have the ability to filibuster anything in the Senate. They have control of the House. So they have an opportunity to prove that they can actually govern. Something that they really need to do before the next election, and especially before the 2016 elections. So right now this country needs a jobs bill. We need to put people back to work, and there's plenty of stuff to do. There's loads of infrastructure that needs repair, and stuff needs to be built. We need to reform our immigration system. But forget about that. Although the GOP made a lot of noise about how they wanted to do comprehensive immigration reform, They're beginning to realize that if they do that, then they'll lose the racist base of their party. So they're going to focus on scandals. They're going to manufacture scandals in order to avoid governing. See, one thing that is actually clear, you look at the states that the Republicans control, you look at their record when they were in control of the federal government, and there's only one conclusion you can come to. The GOP are just not capable of running a country, or a state, or a government. Thanks for listening.